Happy Wednesday. My name is Jordyn and I will be guiding you through another 30-minute yoga flow, vinyasa flow to be exact. So this will connect breath to movement and really open up the body in ways that I know we all need right now. So if you have a mat, that's great. If not, no worries, whatever is accessible to you. We're just gonna get started in an easy seat right where we are. Maybe take the flesh away from your seat for a moment. Really ground down into the mat. Closing the eyes, connecting with the breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill up. Heavy exhale out the mouth. Let it go. We're going to connect with our Ujjayi pranayama. This is where we will inhale through the nose and then exhale through the nose this time and constrict the back of the throat, kind of creating an oceanic sound with the mouth, or Darth Vader, some say. Just continue this throughout your practice. This will build heat within the body and will help you get a little bit deeper into the postures. And with your next inhale, you can descend your arms up overhead, connecting the biceps to the ears, drawing the shoulders away from them. Inhale, reach up. And exhale for a nice side body stretch. Place the right palm down on the mat. Gaze can come up behind the left arm. Opening up that left shoulder. Sinking deeper into this, grounding down through the left glute. Inhale, pulls you center. Exhale, drop the left palm this time. Nice side body stretch in the right. Opening up that right shoulder. Sinking deeper with every exhale. Inhale, pulls you back up to center. And then exhale, place the left palm on the outside of the right knee and drape the right palm behind your back for a nice easy twist here. Rinsing out the spine, you're inhaling, reaching the crown of the head up, and then exhale, deeper twist. Inhale, pulls you back to center. Exhale, left palm behind your back, right palm on the outside of the left knee, and rinse it out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, pulls you back up. And exhale, place the palms back down to the mat, or to your knees. Running through a few versions of cat and cow while we're seated. You can inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, lift the gaze, arch the spine. Maybe press the palms into the knees a little bit closer. Inhale. Exhale, round through the spine for cat. Tuck the chin, maybe sink back. Leaning back as much as you need. Inhale, raises you back up for cow. Opening up. Exhale, cat. And continuing here for a few more rounds, however fast or slow you need. Still breathing. Inhale, pulls you back to center. And then exhale, place the palms back down to the mat and come into a nice tabletop position. So stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and create a flat back here, so pull the belly button in. Reaching forward with the crown of your head. Maybe you want to roll out the wrists a bit. I know we all need a little bit of attention to them. So maybe sit back on your heels or stay right into tabletop, just shorten your stance a bit. You can place the palms of the hands facing up, maybe fingertips coming in together. So maybe going side to side here. And then maybe bring the fingertips towards the knees this time. Tops of the hands down on the mat. Maybe leaning back a bit. Just really feeling that counter stretch. And just let it go here, and maybe come to sit on your heels Rolling out the wrists. We definitely are spending a lot of time on our phones and electronic devices, so if you're working from home or going to school, maybe this is a little tight. Just roll them out. Maybe interlace the palms, do a few waves here. And then place the palms behind you and just begin to rock back, lifting the knees up off of the mat, kind of creating a counter stretch in the tops of your feet, which we are not used to. And the palms can come down on the mat if it allows, with the fingertips towards the feet, just rocking back and forth. And inhale pulls you back to center. And then exhale, come into a high plank here. So step the feet back. Lower the hips, dome out through the shoulders, pointer fingers are parallel to the edges of the mat. Activate the core, tuck that pelvis in, inhale, exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Maybe rock into bending one knee and the other, walking the dog out. And keep the knees as bent as you need to here. Your heels do not need to touch the mat. Really to put a focus on the upper body for a moment. Grounding down through all 10 fingers. Lifting up through the hips. Sending the chest a little bit farther back towards the tops of the thighs. Separating those shoulders. Inhale, begin to look towards the top of your mat. And then exhale, tippy-toe your feet to meet your hands real slow and set up for ragdoll pose. So send your feet hip-width distance. Bend your knees a lot here. So really over-exaggerate this so your belly is laying on the tops of your thighs. And just begin to lower the head, maybe capturing for opposite elbow, maybe swaying side to side. Weight should kind of be in the ball mounts of the feet, so you're starting to activate those hamstrings and the backs of the legs. Maybe do some neck rolls here, just letting and releasing. And inhale, begin to place the palms back down to the mat and toe heel the feet back together. Inhale draws you up, rounding through the spine, stacking bone on top of bone, very, very slowly with your head being last to arrive. Inhale for mountain pose. Raise the arms up overhead. Ground down through the feet here. So if maybe you sway forward, hinge back, side to side. This should be an active pose. So begin to lift up through the arches of your feet. Lift the kneecaps up, engage the thighs. Knit the ribcage in, draw the shoulders away from the ears, and rotate the pinkies inward. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Begin to hinge forward with a flat back, dropping down. Inhale for a halfway lift. So press the palms either on the mat here, creating a flat back, tops of the shins, or tops of the thighs. You're really squeezing those shoulder blades together behind you, almost like you have a pencil you don't want to fall. Reaching the crown of the head forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. And this time, place the left palm down in the center of your mat. Bend the left knee a lot. Then inhale, raise the right arm up. Easy twist. Peeling open that right shoulder. Lengthening through the top hand. Exhale, pulls the right palm down to center. Bend the right knee. Inhale, easy twist to the left. Lifting up through that top hand, rinsing out the spine. And exhale, fold. And coming back to a high plank here. Been here before, sink those hips low. Now inhale, begin to hinge forward onto your tiptoes. Exhale for low plank. So tuck the elbows in towards the side body. lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine the heart forward, untuck the toes, shoelace edges of the feet on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, step or hop to meet them. Inhale, halfway lift, flowing breath to movement this time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Place the left palm down to center, bend the left knee, inhale, right, easy twist to the right. Exhale, place the right palm down this time, bend the right knee, inhale, easy twist to the left. Exhale, high to low plank, your version of a chaturanga. So if you had a little bit of trouble with that last one, going high to low plank here, you could just drop the knees, then go into your low plank, which would be kind of like a mini push-up, and then inhale, up dog, back to down dog. Or a third option, you can hang out in high plank, stay here, maybe you rock forward, rock back, focusing on your form, really getting a good core workout. Inhale, and exhale, send the hips back to down dog. Whatever you prefer here. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, step or hop to meet them. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back for low lunge. So you want to have a 90-degree bend in that front knee, staying high on the back heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for warrior two. So spin the back heel down on the mat and rotate the arms out to a T. Keeping that 90-degree bend in that front knee. Drawing the tailbone down. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Gazes forward towards your middle finger. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Really press down on that razor blade edge side of the back foot. Keep breathing. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Tick-tock the arms to 6 and 12 and lift up through that top hand. Create space here between your core and the top of your thigh, and then sink a little bit lower. Keep breathing. Inhale for reverse warrior. So flip your front palm, high five the back wall. The right palm can come on the back of the right thigh. You're lifting up and back, creating that side body stretch rather than a frontal stretch. Maybe your right hand can come around for your left hip crease for a nice half bind. Keep the integrity of the bend in the front knee. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, frame out the left foot, step it back for chaturanga, high to low plank. Your version, whatever you chose, is great. And inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, step or hop to meet them. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back this time, low lunge. Framing out the right foot. Inhale for warrior two. Spin the back heel down on the mat. Rotate the arms out to a T. 90-degree bend in that front knee, sink low. Keep breathing here. Gaze is out in front of you, looking so strong. Really squeezing everything together, lifting up through the arches of the feet, drawing the tailbone down. Keep breathing. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Tick-tock the arms to 6 and 12. So I have my top forearm on the top of my thigh. Option to bring that arm in between, in front of the inner thigh here, and continue to lift up through that top hand. Or if that's too much, you can lean it, but just continue to create space, lifting up so you're not leaning down on that top thigh. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Flip your palm, high five the back wall. Left palm on the back thigh, or coming around the right hip crease. Lifting up through the top hand towards the ceiling, and exhale, deepening the side body stretch. Keep that bend in your front knee, you got this. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Cartwheel those hands down to the mat. Frame out the foot, step it back. High to low plank, your version. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high again. And then exhale, low lunge, step it through. Exhale. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Raise the arms up overhead. So stay high on that back heel, pressing down into the ball mount of the back foot. Keeping a 90-degree bend in that front knee, raising the arms up, biceps to ears. Take a micro bend in that back knee and send the left hip forward, right hip back. And begin to extend that left back leg out. Knitting the ribcage in, sinking low. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center in front of you. Inhale, hinge forward. And then exhale for revolved crescent lunge. Placing the outside of the left elbow onto the outside of the right knee. Pressing the hands together. Maybe you drop down on that back knee for a deeper twist. Really trying to stack shoulders on top of shoulder here. So pressing those palms into one another. Creating space between the torso and the top of the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, draw your gaze down to your mat. Place your palms next to your right foot and then toe heel your right foot out. Drop down on that back knee if you haven't already and untuck the toes. And inhale. Exhale for runner's lunge. So you can stay here or you can maybe drop down into your forearms if your body allows. This is going to feel different on everyone. It's going to feel different on each side. Just breathe through it. Option to come out into the razor edge side of the right foot, maybe opening up that right knee a little bit more, or grounding it down, bringing that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Keep breathing. Inhale, push your palms back into the mat. Tuck the back toe, straighten through the back leg. And then inhale, ground down through the left hand. Send the right foot back to meet the left. Inhale, side plank. Lifting up through that top right hand. Option to drop down the bottom knee and extend the right leg out long. Keep breathing here. Maybe you stagger your feet, whatever you need to do. Just continue to lift up through your hips, lift up through that top hand. Inhale. Exhale, place the right palm back down. Chaturanga, your version. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good work. Inhale, raising the left leg high this time. Exhale, send it through, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge, arms up overhead. Staying high on that back heel, 90-degree bend in the front knee. Take a micro bend again in that right knee this time. Send the right hip back, right hip forward, left hip back. And then begin to straighten out through that back leg. Pulling the pelvis in, shoulders on top of hips. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center through the midline. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee this time, pressing the palms into one another. Option to drop down on that bottom knee again for a deeper twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, deepening. Continuing to press those palms together. Inhale. Exhale, gaze drops down to your mat. And your fingers, your hands go out, down to the mat. Toe heeling the left foot out this time. Drop down on the back, bottom knee if you haven't already. Inhale. Exhale for runner's lunge. Dropping down to whatever you can here. Maybe you have a book or a block that will help you. My left hip is definitely a little bit more tighter than the right, and that's okay. Just keep breathing here. Again, option 2, razor edge side of the left foot, opening up the left knee, or grounding down through the left foot and bringing the left knee in towards the left shoulder. 2 different motions, same benefits. Inhale, pulls you back up, pressing the palms into the ground. And tuck the back toes, straighten through the back leg, ground down through the right hand this time. And inhale for side plank, send the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale, raise the left arm up. Option again to stagger the feet or drop down on that bottom knee and extend that left leg out long. Just keep lifting up through the top hand. Rainbow shape out the hips. Inhale. Exhale. High to low plank, chaturanga. Your version. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, step or top to meet them. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. We've been here before. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. If that's calling to you, or keep them where they are. We're gonna go through tree pose. So begin to ground down through your left foot and put your right toes down on the mat. And now you can begin to lift the right leg up. Option to bring the sole of the right foot to the inside edge of the left shin or calf, or option to bring it all the way up, maybe manipulating it up towards your inner thigh if your body allows. Just keep breathing here. Trying to avoid the knee area if possible. Finding one point of focus. Something in the room that is not moving. If you fall out, no worries, just get right back into your tree. Trying to peel open that right knee, grounding down through the left foot, tucking the rib cage in. Exhale, drop it down, let go of the balancing pose here, and begin to ground down through the right foot this time, left toes on the mat. This time you can bring the left sole of the left foot into the inner shin calf area, or manipulate it up into the inner right thigh. Again, trying to avoid that knee area for any injuries. Keep breathing here. Find your focus. Pulling that left knee out. Maybe you create a different expression with your hands. Maybe reaching the arms up overhead. Growing your branches. Maybe you want to add another balance challenge. Maybe you close one eye and the other if you feel really grounded. Maybe closing both. Trusting yourself. Inhale. And exhale, release. Beautiful work. And come back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, final chaturanga. Make it count. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, raise the right leg high again. And exhale for half pigeon. Step the right knee in behind the right wrist. And you can begin to send that left leg straight out long behind you. Option to keep the shin parallel to the top of the mat, or I like to bring my heel in a little bit more. If you have any knee or hip issues, it's usually better. And then take a deep inhale, center yourself, square off the hips. And then exhale for sleeping pigeon, begin to hinge forward, lowering down here to whatever is accessible for you. Maybe that's here, and that's fine. Maybe you can lower down the forearms or create a shelf for your forehead. Wherever you are, just continue to return to the breath, noticing that every exhale you can get a little bit deeper into this. Your next inhale, begin to pull yourself back up. Tuck the back toes, straighten through the back leg, and then send the right leg up and back for three-legged dog. So really open up the hips here, trying to stack the right on top of the left. Maybe bending the right knee, bringing that right heel into the glute. Doing some ankle circles, whatever you gotta do. And come back to down dog. Inhale, raise the left leg high. Exhale for half pigeon on the left. Bring that knee behind the wrist. Straighten out and elongate through the back leg. Center yourself here. This side will feel a little different than the other, and that's okay. Inhale, exhale, sleeping pigeon. And your next inhale, begin to pull yourself back up to center. Straighten through the back leg, tuck the toes, and send the left leg up and back for three-legged dog. Opening up those hips. Trying to stack the left on top of the right. Maybe bending the left knee and bringing it in towards the glute. Letting all that blood flow come back to the legs. And come back into down dog. Inhale, roll into a high plank here. And lower all the way down to our bellies. Exhale all of the air out of your lungs. Then inhale for cobra pose. So begin to press down into the tops of your feet here, and then begin to lift open the heart. Not placing any pressure on the hands. So really using the back muscles here. Engaging the thighs, lifting them up off of the mat. Reaching the crown of the head forward. Inhale. Exhale, lower the cheek down to the mat. And we're gonna flip over right where we are and set up for bridge pose. So lower down on your backs. Bring your heels in, bending your knees. Maybe trying to graze the backs of your heels with your fingertips if you can. Exhale again. And then inhale, begin to send the hips up for bridge. Grounding down through the shoulders, lifting up. An option to bring those shoulders underneath you, interlacing the fingers for a nice shoulder rinse. Opening up the heart just a little bit more. Maybe squeezing the knees together. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Supta Baddha Konasana is where we'll go here. So bring the soles of your feet to touch and splay open the knees wide. And bend the knees a lot here and come into happy baby pose. Capture for the inside or outside edges of your feet and maybe sway side to side. Really want your knees to be bent as much as possible. Feet are flexed, parallel to the ceiling, and really pressing down with your hands, pressing those knees down to the earth. This is a little bit too much for you. You can always bring the tops of your hands onto the tops of your ankles and begin to open up the knees with your elbows and sway side to side doing the same thing. And inhale, pulls the knees back to center. Exhale into a tiny ball here. Maybe bringing opposite elbows together, capturing for them, and trying to kiss the forehead to touch the knees. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale for Shavasana. Release everything. Surrender. Extend the legs long. Arms out to your sides. Let the breath go. Let the thoughts go. Stay here for as long as you need. I recommend at least 5 minutes for real benefits. Namaste.